Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman for the Navigator's Tarot. Just going to do a quick masculine reading for you. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the world of the masculine. Ooh, King of Pentacles right off the bat. Look at that, starting to move and shift. Do you know, I've been picking up lately that for the masculine energies, it's literally been about germinating under the soil and coming out into this new world of possibility where the sun is shining and he's just like blossoming. But to do that, to actually get there, it does take a lot of germinating, but also a lot of going within and removing all fear that has kept him back and has kept him bound to the 3D matrix world. We also have strength here, so he's been finding the strength to do that, because it's like literally to remove all fear from your life is something that is requires a lot of emotional strength and an ability to be able to see just how those fears have ruled our lives. And to do that, it requires literally to remove all ego, I guess. That's exactly where the masculine needs to go, to let go of the ego, to let go of that that keeps him back, which is about fear, literally fear. So it's literally this week, it's about removing fear, going within, finding just where that fear has kept him back. But you know what, this King of Pentacles, it shows me, and this Strength card shows me that he's now willing to do the work, to do that, to go within, to find that the truth of who he really is, without the fear, without the darkness, without the depression, without the anxiety that comes with all of that fear. And then we have the King of Jars. So, the King of Jars is the King of Cups. That's his challenge, to move into a greater sense of unconditional love for himself and others. And to get to that point, there must be no fear. Something that the masculine has never really kind of contemplated, because fear for the masculine keeps him very trapped. And the masculine is one that has not actually recognized the core essence of where that fear emerges from. So we also have the Prince of Wands, and which is very fast in and out type of energy, and the Magician, which is something that the masculine needs to be very aware of. He is the master of his own destiny, and this is literally, in his advice, it's like about the in-out type of energy, but it's kind of like a very fast-moving energy. So his advice is to move through this very, very quickly. And the Magician he has all the tools. He knows exactly what he needs to do to move forward and to remove fear from his life. And it will require one to have, it requires a lot of strength to go within and to face your fears. In the old days, they used to face their dragons, their demons, their dragons, literally dragons, and all sorts of other beasts, and, you know, and other in wars and all of that sort of thing. It's like literally just, but these days it's kind of like, well, what do you do to face your fears? I could think of lots and lots of different ways that has challenged me over the years, but something that each person must find on their own. But do some contemplation, go within, ask, what is it that I need to do to remove all fear from my life? Because look, we are coming to the end. The Ten of Wands can be a burden, but it's also about an ending to the burdens, if we allow it. And the burden is the burden of fear. And that's what I'm getting. This week for the masculine, it's all about getting to the source of where the fears lie and removing them, facing them head on, and doing what you can to remove them. Because we have the Magician, we also have the Fool, and the Fool jumps out into the unknown. Even though he doesn't know where he's going, doesn't matter. it's that leap of faith that is needed. And for a lot of the masculines right now, that's what's needed. A leap of faith into the unknown to try and figure out exactly where it is that they need to be at any given moment, at any given time. But it's also about removing as much fear as the masculine possibly can. Yep, we've got the Eight of Swords, which is about deception, but the Seven of Swords is about deception. Eight of Swords, oh, look at that. Yep, so it's a little bit like having to go within to see exactly how we have created our own wounds and our own fears. And to remove them, we need to go to the source. We need to find that source. And if you look at this, we have the Eight of Swords in that hive there. Those swords have been there for a very, very, very long time. And how to remove them may be different for each and every single one of us. And that's where the ability to go within and to ask, to find the core essence and ask exactly where it is that I need to place my energy, exactly where it is where I need to remove as much fear as possible. And that's about literally going within and asking, going to the core essence and removing the core essence of your biggest fear so that we can move into unconditional love. Anyway, let's see what else we can find. So this week for the masculine is about removing fear and being brave enough to go down deep and to do it. So it's interesting, we got the Ten of Swords, we have the 10, all these tens. It's time. This is the ending. This is the ending. And if you look at that, the Ten of Swords, those swords that were in that hive before, you set it on fire. And maybe that's what you need to do. Sometimes you've just got to go within, set all of it on fire and just remove as many of those swords as you possibly can. Which we were the ones who placed them there to begin with. We can blame others, but really at the end of the day, it's about how we have deceived ourselves into believing that others have caused all sorts of different things, different wounds, but it actually isn't the case. We've all done it to ourselves. Anyway, so yeah, good luck masculines. Big work you're doing. It's an amazing thing. Okay, bye for now.